Good evening, people. Welcome to Reaching Out with Eddie. I can tell you it's been a very, we had a very good turnout this weekend. It's just been very tumultuous in Meridian, Mississippi. So many things going, and it's not just Meridian where everything and all these things are happening there, but it's happening in other parts of the United States and definitely happening in other parts of Mississippi. And one of the things that they have, I say everywhere, is they have this conspiracy of silence where they don't like to tell you things and don't want to say anything to you. They won't let you know what's going on. So there's things going on in just about every city, such as Hattiesburg, such as Natchez, just about all these little cities around here. But you don't hear about it because they don't report it. And then when they do report it, they do what WTOK did. They don't tell the truth. They tell a damn lie. And then you have somebody like Percy Bland, the mayor of this city, get on social media as if he's fucking God and he can see everything and start talking about things that he don't know what he's talking about. It really upsets me. I'm very angry. I'm very angry about all the things that's going on in this city right here. And what really angers me more so than anything is that the person that doing this to us is a black mayor. We have 5 city council people on that city council, and 4 of those individuals, 3 of those individuals are black and 2 of them are white. Now, it's a shame that you have 3 black. So you have a majority right there. The governing authority can actually control what goes on, can dictate the heartbeat of this city. They have enabled this administration, and when I say this administration, I'm talking about the Bland administration, who has basically haven't been missing in action, but have been missing in action when it comes to justice, when it comes to fair treatment, when it comes to doing things for all of the citizens in this city. This administration has not done that. Now, Lolo is in the house. Lolo.
What up? Hey, check this out. He gets on Facebook Live on yesterday and say, stop listening to Facebook lawyers. Where the hell did Negro get his law degree from?
Yeah, and you know what, Lo? It's one thing that I've found, and a couple of times I've made some misinformation or didn't say the right thing, and I have not yet known you to be wrong. But he's lying and wrong all the time. And you got to judge a book by its cover. Lo has a lot of credibility. Percy Bland does not have any. Kim Barner-Houston does not have any credibility. Fannie Mae Johnson does not have any credibility. Tyrone Johnson, Dwayne Davis does not have any credibility. Now, what am I going to say about George Thomas? I just say he just maintaining, he just being what he is. White, Anglo-Saxon, I'll say superior, pious, prejudiced, racist mayor. That's what he is. That's what he's doing. So I don't see anything wrong in what he's doing. What I see wrong, Lo, and Bruh Sam, how you doing?
Doing great, bro.
What I see wrong in what being done is nothing wrong with what he's saying and what he's doing. That's what he should do. But what if we did what he did, he wouldn't be able to do what he's doing. Absolutely. Meaning that if those black city council people did what he did, then he wouldn't be able to do what he's doing, and this administration wouldn't be able to do what they're doing. Now, it's a young white mayor running for city council as an independent, Western Linderman. I applaud that young man.
He run for mayor.
Running for mayor, that's right. I'm sorry, that's right, running for mayor. See how she just corrected me? So I ain't seen what, too bad you know I speak.
They know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, they know. So what I'm going to do with that's my mama figure over there. She going to keep me straight. Dice, she going to keep you straight, too. Lo, don't start on Dice today now. Don't start with him now. Hey, you know what? We can have fun right here, but what's going on in this city is not a laughing matter. And so what's going on in this city is that Gary Barber was killed. And we protested about that Saturday. People, you know what I like to say is that we had a nice turnout. But I got to say this, is that it should have been more.
Yeah, it should have been more.
It should have been a lot more.
Yeah.
And the reason why James Byrd was killed in 1998, his head was pulled off. He was drugged down the road, chained to his feet. The reason why they were able to do that to James Byrd and do that to everybody else low is because in 1871, when they had the race riot in Meridian, Mississippi, and they killed 30 black folk, and the federal government did not do anything about it, then white folks felt like, and they did, Jim Crow started, and they did start doing it all over the South and all over the country, really, because they could do so with impunity, because they did not do anything about it. Had they done something about that then, what's going on now would not be happening. And I said that to say this. Had the governing authority allowed for the Meridian Police Department, had they gave a second on Western Linderman, that man would still be alive.
Yeah.
Mr. Hall would not have been beaten.
Absolutely.
Davon Hardy would not be dead.
Yeah.
Had they investigated it, well, actually, Western Linderman called for an investigation prior to Levi Gibbs Jr. being beaten.
Yep.
Had they done that. So, but they have not done that, people. They've been missing in action. And that's sad. Lord, I'm going to let you talk a little bit.
Yeah, the city council, they wouldn't even entertain the motion when Western Leonard made the attempt on numerous occasions to launch the investigation on Meridian Police Department. But let me tell you something, Eddie Hope. I know you very familiarized with the law. A felony traffic stop is not what taking place in that police department a week ago tomorrow. When they pulled out Mr. Hall out that car, bust his window. That's not a felony traffic stop.
And you are so correct. It was not felony fleeing. Anytime you get charged with felony fleeing, folks, you have to have committed a felony and fleeing from that, or fleeing in such a manner, such as reckless endangerment, and you run through buildings or perhaps ran over someone or hurt someone, endanger life. Then that's felony fleeing. None of this took place. Am I right or wrong?
None of it.
And what we're going to do, people, and we're going to show you Gary Barber's body today in that ditch, and we're going to show you that he was shot in the back. And Lo, didn't somebody tell you how many times he was shot in the back? At least
I was told at least 6 times.
At least 6
and they
times.
also said it looked like the knife was planted there at the scene.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And so from what we're understanding is that the kind of weapon that they retrieved at the scene was not the kind of weapon. Black folks don't fool with them. It's the kind of weapon SWAT team and the ICE unit uses. It looked as if the little scratch that was on somebody's head looked like it was self-inflicted. And it's not funny, but my point of this is that the length that they would go through just to cover up.
Frame.
And that's what's going on.
And then got a black man help covering up. Percy Bland helped them covering it up.
Well, you know.
I don't believe that officer. First, they said the officer was cut. Oh, yesterday, Percy said he was stabbed. I don't believe either one happened to that officer.
Because if they did, they'll show a picture.
And then check this out. Have yet to release any officer name. When they fired me 2 years ago, they released my name to the media. So I'm going to release the name. Tavares Smith, Colin Kent, and Bud May. There's the 3 officers. They on paid vacation.
And folks, I got to
probably get a promotion when they come back.
Folks, I want to tell you that we have a person that will be in town tomorrow, and what I want to say is that person will be here. He's the national spokesperson for the new Black Panther Party. Now, when you're talking about where the rubber meets the road at, this is the guy. Yeah. This is the organization. He started out as a foot soldier. Then he became the Minister of Defense. And then the National Secretary of State, I think. And then something you seen, Bro Sam. What did you?
He's an imam, spiritual leader.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely an imam. His name is Sheikh Imam bin Akbar. And he will be here tomorrow. Now, he come here tomorrow. He's going to visit the scene, and we're going to the scene. But, folks, one of the things that we're going to do, and we're going to start it now, Lo. Let's start this. At Tuesday's City Council meeting, we want to pack the City Hall, folks. Now, if people can come here, if folks can come from South Carolina and go to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and in the rain, and go to Jackson, Mississippi, in the rain, and then come to your house, in your front lawn, and you keep your behinds at home, it's something wrong with that. Now, they said during the race ride, the Meridian ride of 1871, it was the first race ride in the United States. I mean, the first period. Jim Crow started right here in Meridian, Mississippi. They said over 30 blacks, but they said over 100 blacks moved out of town, moved out of this city. Scared. Didn't want any parts of it. No, not so much as, you're right, Bro Sam. Fear and just don't want, but fear. Fear would be more so than anything. Want to live. Because, I mean, they just up and left. There's no way I'm going to stay in this city where I can build a business and somebody can get mad at me and just destroy it. Because they knew the things. I just got a text from the Sheik, and that's the reason why I looked down. So let me get this out of my hand. Too bad, you know the Dice Man don't play that. Hey, but anyway, if they can do all that, we need low. No, am I right or wrong? What about it, bro?
You're right.
More people should have came.
Right.
More people. Even Tube Belt was there.
He sure was.
Tube Belt was there.
In the rain.
In the rain.
And guess what? I had 2 shots the day before. It was on prescription.
And could have had a relapse, but was
Right.
there. I mean, it was so many of you there, but it was so many of you that did not come.
Got out the car and got mad and spazzed out on Dietrich Roberts.
She sure did. Too bad. My mama figure don't know how to act sometimes. She ain't done nothing wrong, you know. And then, you know, she know more about the police force than I do.
Mm-hmm.
She know what those guys are doing and what they're not doing. And I actually had kind of like somewhat kind of befriended him. Mm-hmm. Until I heard some things. When you mess with my family, you mess with me. Yeah. Right. And especially with Walker. Walker just was out of line altogether. He's one of those persons that need to be fired. Right. I mean, why would you bring a dog out? Had that been a white person, he would have been afraid to do that. He would have been folks, so again, he's going to call in today and tell you about himself. Now, if y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, if you have a problem with what Lolo say and what Lolo do and what I say, I suggest at 6:30 or whenever this guy call in, just go ahead on and just go ahead on and don't even watch the rest of the video, because this guy here, he's a black nationalist. You have white nationalists. He's a black nationalist. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Yeah. He is black power, black love. Now, one of the things that I say about black power, black love, I love that slogan. But folks, I love black power, black love, black empowerment.
Right.
Black empowerment. See, back then it was black power, but it's black empowerment now. You know, but I ain't trying to change nobody's slogan, but black love, black empowerment. We need that because we need to love each other and we need to empower ourselves. And I'm gonna talk about something a little bit. I stopped at a store today, and I'm always doing my little tide things, so I did my little tide things. And the reason why I stopped at this store, folks, now, they doing some good cooking down there on 8th Street. Oh, they cooking pork chops. They say, you want some bread? No. We ate pork chops with cornbread. We didn't just like we ate chicken with cornbread. Yeah, where they got biscuit, chicken and biscuit? Right. Man, where that come from? It ain't come from Grandma's house. Right. But anyway, they're cooking good there. But I went up in there because what disturbed me, folks, and y'all can go look at it, is that they're building this building behind. It's going to be a nice convenience store. They're building it. If you go down there, it's really nice. And what disturbed me is I watched them guys come there. I watched that store grow. It has outgrown itself. Now they're getting ready to open up another store. And what really bothered me, I didn't see not one black person working there. We got to stop doing that, folks.
Right.
What store is this?
Huh?
What store is this?
The one by the Wesley House. The Wesley House, they're on 14th Street across from Acme Plaza. They're building a new one in the back of it.
Okay,
look like on the playground, Highway Village. The Highway Village where we used to play it. There used to be some houses there. Right. So obviously he done brought all that property up, and he's building a convenience store there. He's building a convenience store, but there's no black work. Now, I ain't got no problem with anybody working or earning a living, but I have a problem when we continue to enrich everybody else. They show us no respect at all. Oh, yes, I went in there and said, guess what he said to me? He said that I do work black people. I support black people. All the black people's in here working. They're earning nickels. You understand what I'm saying? They don't even understand. He said, do you think that I'm billing that based on the money that I made right here? I said, no, I don't think that. I think that you're billing exactly what I said, that you're billing that based on the money that you earn from black folks.
Right, that's true.
Now, we have billions of dollars that we spend on this economy, but we don't spend that money on ourselves. And so we got
$1.3 trillion
a year. And that's sad, Lo. And we don't spend that. That money goes and it never comes back. And what's bad about it, Lo, they don't show us any respect at all.
You got to further respect yourself. See,
that's right.
When we start respecting ourselves, that'll force them to respect us. Until then,
that's right.
We're going to be in the same shape.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to point that out, folks, at some point in time. And I want to say this. Y'all make sure y'all support Dante, the guy down. What's the name of the place down there, Dice downtown?
The Jamaican place.
Leon Powell.
The Island.
Yeah.
It's the Island, but in the daytime it's 5th Street Deli. I think that's the sign outside.
They just took that off.
Oh, they took it off? But they still be in there and selling them deli to 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
I know. I went up in there and I had to eat a bacon too, but I had to eat a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. I went up in there. I thought I was at the wrong place. I said, but they got 2 of these places side by side. But the point of this is that we need to support our own businesses. We need to do that as much. So it ain't even how much they're selling it. They selling things they basically whatever the price that they have in their store is always based on profitability. How can I sell this product and I can earn a living and pay my employees? Right. So don't go in there and say, hey, it costs too much. Let's go in there and spend.
Right.
It costs more for black people that buy stuff.
Yeah.
From, factories.
Right.
Yeah, Dice, do you have that picture up there? The imam,
I looked for it, but it wouldn't show up.
It wouldn't show up.
It's not in there.
Okay, so
send it again.
Okay, I'm finna go send it in. Talk to the people, Lo. Just tell them.
I'm gonna send it to them. You go ahead and talk to them.
Okay, well, all right. Y'all see what Lo just did? Lo, you saw what Lo just did to me too, Bell. And so, folks, Saturday we gonna Tuesday, not Saturday, but Tuesday. We're going to be there. So, those of you that are not working, those of you that are unemployed, those of you that are working at home or working from your cell phone, hey, let's pack the City Hall lawn. Right. Let's go to that lawn and let's protest. I look for you to be there. Let's protest this because we need to draw attention to this administration. One of the things they did, they moved the meeting from City Hall to the train station, and we're wondering why. I found out today too about why they did that. They violated the open meeting law today because they would not allow any spectators inside. They had the chairs not 6 feet, about 10 feet apart. You know what Lolo just said. Said, bro, you told me it was 8 feet. Bro, it could have been 12 feet. It wasn't 6. I know that. But anyway, they only had 10 chairs in there. And so the people that was in the workshop, they were not allowed to come inside. They had to stay outside and only come in the workshop. The only people that could come inside was the media. And how about nobody could stand up? Why? Why would you impose these kind of rules? So that's the reason why they did that. But you can't do that, person, because we're going to file so many complaints against you because you actually did violate the open meeting law. So people were not allowed to come inside. And by moving it like so, but that's one of the things. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you the picture. You
talking about the picture of
what you saying?
Okay.
Yeah, we want everybody to see that. And again, Sheikh Imam bin Akbar will be here tomorrow. So we're gonna have a special showing for him. We're gonna do a podcast for him. But one of the things we're gonna do, we're gonna go and visit the different sites, and we're gonna talk about it. So I'm gonna get this. I got an iPhone. I got an iPhone 35. I don't know if I got an iPhone. So we're gonna film it and we're gonna make sure it's coming here. But we're gonna definitely have him here, and we definitely gonna protest. Remember, what time is it? Will it be at 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock. But they can get there at 4:30.
We're going to get that at 4:30.
We want to meet Percy Bland coming in.
Yeah, so now you see, Lo, you know he going to be there at 4 o'clock now. Now, you know what? One of the things that amazes some of the people when I talk to is that we have a black mayor. It's almost hard to believe, but then when you look at, I don't know if anyone and anybody have been subjected to what we've been subjected to right here, anywhere else in the country. Right. And now this person is trying to make himself significant, and there's no way he can because it's time for him to go. It just came up. Is that you up there, Zip Recruiter? But anyway, what we gonna do? I guess we gonna, Bruh Sam.
Yes, sir.
What was it that you talked about today?
Basically, what you talking about, we should have had more people down there. I was calling out for the Creek organization, try to unify and show their presence because that's what it came about.
One of the things that I want to say to some of the things that was said was that where are the ministers? Where is the church now? Congregation from the ministers came, but the ministers did not.
Yes,
basically,
sir.
The ministers did not show up.
Yes, sir.
But and in my opinion, it's kind of like not their fault because they're doing things the same way that they've been doing things since they first came a minister during slavery.
Right.
See, they went out and picked the person that could be manipulated, the one that was the most gullible person that they could get to become ministers, and their job was to teach certain things. We're going to call it
pacify.
To pacify, and also to maintain the status quo and to look for the reward in the afterlife. Not now. Not challenge the status quo, but look for your reward in the afterlife. And they're still teaching that to this day. Look for your reward in the afterlife. And so the ministers, and they paid them a healthy salary. They took care of them. They're still doing the same thing to this day. They're paying them a healthy salary. They're taking care of them to maintain status quo, not to buck the system, and teaching us to look for our reward in the afterlife. And so that's the reason why I say it's not their fault they're not being there. They think, am I right? I'm right or wrong?
They're mind conditioned.
Yeah. Brother Dice, will you show that picture? And what we're going to do is we're going to show you the picture, Gary Barber, folks, and just so that you can that, and go to the head. Folks, that's the head. You can see Gary Barber is laying on his stomach. That's his head, and there's his back. Show his back. Now, y'all know black people got big butts, so go ahead on and show it to him. There's his butt. Now, show his leg. Now, he was shot in the back, folks, and that's how he was shot. Now, that ain't him that was on his back. That's how he was placed there. That's how he was shot. That's him in that ditch. And so he was shot in the back, folks. He was shot in the back at least 6 times. And he was shot running. He never did stab anybody. He never cut anybody. For some reason, because he have a leg monitor on or whatever, when the police came just getting out of jail, he just took out running too bad. He didn't do anything. He didn't break in anything because that's where he lived. He did not have a weapon because he ran. You got now, I'm not calling Mr. Barber a coward, but a coward and a hero cannot be the same thing. A person that's running is not a person that's fighting. Y'all understand what I'm saying at that?
And a person that running is not a fucking threat.
That's right.
And once you run, you can't shoot that person.
The threat's been removed.
Just for instance, Mr. Hope, if I would come and break inside your house, and I'm escaping, you can't shoot me once I get outside your door.
Because I become the aggressor.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do it. It's people that went to jail and doing prison time for doing that very thing.
Right.
You can't shoot a person once the threat is removed. That's it. And these are police officers. This is how they hate. This is how they look at us. And we have a mayor that's running. Now, you know what he could have did to make him. We wouldn't have went for a person, but one of the things that you should have did, you should have took the high ground. You should have immediately suspended those officers without pay, and you should have fired your chief of police. Now, don't go and do what I said now, because firing your chief of police, we want you to fire him. Fire everybody. We firing your ass on April the 6th.
Fire William Brunel, too, for walking up in three-phase.
Oh, yeah, that's wrong. Now, folks, that's one thing. If y'all go and look at that tape and look at that CD, and we're going to take a break in a minute, and when we come back, the imam is going to call in the national spokesperson for the new Black Panther Party. He used to be the Minister of Defense. So he done wore a lot of hats, folks, and he ain't no joke. I'm going to tell you that right now. And it's not that he's a person that's going to do what they did at the White House, because you can go and look at all the protests that they've been a part of. They all been peaceful, and they all been within the law. But you're going to hate him because of the color of his skin. You're going to hate him because he's talking just like those that has the color of your skin. But the ones that had the color of your skin act as if they're immune from the law, that the law does not apply to them. Folks, these people, is just exactly how it is. The Constitution was not written for them. It was written by them. Those laws was written for us. And I guess what? They do not apply to us. If you think you got a constitutional right, you better come again. You're going to take your rights and make your rights.
You know what? And then they suspended Rita Jack. You remember when they suspended her last year?
Right.
Without pay. But they paying the officer don't kill this man with pay.
You know them people.
Even though she received the back pay.
How is it
after she was reinstated? But how they gonna send them on a paid leave vacation, and then refusing to release their name? Everybody know who they are.
How is the reserve officer able to get this kind of job? Usually, most of those people, such as Brunel and Reed, have something on person.
Military.
No, they got something on person. And then what's this white guy that walked up to me and then keep saying the FBI, the CIA, all this, impersonating the officer? I'm so glad Donald Trump is out of there. The reason why I'm glad he's out of there, how about Tony's little daughter? She's what? She's young. She's in the 1st or 2nd grade. And she said, I'm glad I'm for Joe Biden. I'm glad Donald Trump is gone. Somebody that young know that this man was not good for the country. But you have all those people. If you look at the White House, brother, if we'd have done that, they'd have blew the damn White House up. I'm just telling you the truth. They'd have blew it up.
It ain't no secret.
They'd have rebuilt it.
Right.
Yeah, the guy lied to you a week ago today impersonated an FBI officer.
That's
and
right.
the very next day,
Yeah.
lied to Mr. Hall and told Mr. Hall some other officer told him the same thing. So the people in Meridian, they need to be very mindful of their surroundings because we got Meridian police officers pretending to be someone of another agency.
And how about I didn't go for it, folks. I said, who do you work for? Do you work with the Meridian Police Department? Are you hired? He said, yes. I said, man, I said, you corrupt too. I said, you just like the rest of them. I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know, I said, I'm on the line. I said, I'm on this side of the line. I'm not going anywhere.
And why would they move that yellow taping up so
because they wanted me to get back and I wouldn't move. I said, I ain't inside the yellow line. And because I wouldn't move, they moved the line back. I'm telling you the truth. Because I wouldn't move. And they couldn't make me move because I was on this side. Tube belt my hand. When I talked, my hand, you know, we use hand signs.
Right.
It was over there and everything. But we're going to take a break. But I want to say this is that Brunel are supposed to maintain 3 feet distances. He don't supposed to come within a personal space.
He
Supposed to stay out of handgun. Once you violate that, and he violated, he became the aggressor, and he actually could have been charged. He also could have been charged with drinking because he was drunk and he was on duty. Brunel's supposed to be fired, but he's not going to be fired because he has too much on person. Neither is Chris Reed because, you know, they maintaining this criminal organization. And the reason why I started talking about Trump is that I'm glad that he's out because Joe Biden asked for all 46 or 56 or whatever that number is, attorney generals to resign immediately. Now, Jeff Sessions said, I want you to resign now. You don't stay another day. But he gave them a couple of weeks. Gave them a couple of weeks to get their stuff and go. And so we already have a new attorney general for this district right here. And so things have happened that when they just don't care about us. It's up to us to care about us. And I hope you guys turn out Tuesday. So we're going to take a break right now. And when we come back, and I want to ask the imam to call in when the music stops playing. Dice Man. Folks, I want to thank you for listening in, and I want to welcome you back. Folks, we got to forever be vigilant. We really got to get involved, and we got to take part because Miss Hall never did expect to be going through what she's going through. Miss Barber never expected to be going through what she's going through. Levi Gibbs' family. And it's just so many people that are going through things from being mistreated by this apartment. You got Willie Ruffin Jr., who was charged with, obstruction, I think, and his brother, who was outside, and his fiance. Now, they went to their house looking for one thing, Bro Sam, and then they charged them with obstruction. You interfering with us coming in to violate your rights. Well, you interfering with us to come in here with this illegal arrest. And then I talked to Reginald Kelly. That's his name. We call him Mon. He's my sister Rhonda's cousin. He was arrested by Wilburn. He was arrested and charged with felon. They did an illegal search and seizure. Right now they done filed motions with the feds asking for a suppression hearing and something else. Now, when they violate your rights, they offer you a deal, and so they done came and offered him a deal. But the thing of it is, if he could just hold on just a little long, if you out there in TV land could do what you're supposed to do, and we remove this administration, see, Wilburn did the same thing that Terrell did. He forged a judge's signature. It ain't no statute of limitation on that, folks. So while you running around here arresting people and violating their rights and doing all these things for your meritorious manumission duty, you subject to go to jail if we get this administration changed out. Once the corruption is ended, then, bro, saying we can come in and we can do some things. And folks, I can tell you, do I have a hellified platform? I don't want to talk about my platform. The reason why I don't want to talk about my platform now, bro, Sam, because I don't want anybody to steal it. So what I did is I've looked at the problems in this city as I know it and what need to be done to address it. What could I do as a city council person? But one thing I want to ensure all of you out there, don't look at me in some of the words that come out of my mouth, but look at my heart and the things that I do. As hard as they try to do to Lo and myself, we're still here. We're still a beacon for the people. We're still doing these things. How many people you know would actually do what we're doing? It's not many people. And then, you know, we're not both know in the end justice prevail, but the fact that we're still up in their face. We're still confrontation, not because it's because we know that we're right. We know that right is on our side, and we ain't making up things about anyone. We're actually telling factual information that you're not going to get from WTOK. WTOK had everybody in there, but next to my name, I submitted the paper. Lord, what did they say when they got to my name?
I forgot how they actually worded it.
But
he filed the paperwork. Instead of you qualifying, you filed the paperwork.
And then if that's the case too, Bill, everybody did the same thing I did, but that was put next to my name in order to draw attention. See, anytime you do something different, it draws attention. You're going to notice what don't belong. So that's kind of like I don't belong. Oh, I belong there. And I'm going to say this to all of you out there. I am statutorily eligible to run for city council. Let's talk about Lynn Finch. What the hell wrong with Lynn Finch? Is that a name, Lo? Lynn Finch sent out an email. It's somebody in Carroll County or somewhere sent something to her, she claiming, but she waited until the deadline, the last day of the deadline, to issue an attorney general's opinion that you have to live in your ward for 2 years. Folks, that Brandon sent that shit to me. I want to tell, I ain't going to even talk about her. If I was low, if I was in my other, I'd talk about her so bad she'll drop her head when she saw me. You know what I sent back to her? I sent an article where the Secretary of State and the Attorney General going head to head. Secretary of State mad as hell at that. Why in the hell would she wait till the last day of the deadline and tell people after they already spent money saying it's her opinion? Bitch, keep your opinions to yourself.
Yeah, there ain't
you
no
too,
law.
Brandon. It ain't no law. She sent that to me. I said that's exactly what it is, opinion, but I know what the law said.
Right.
The law says 2 years in the city and 30 days in your ward. That's what the law said, Brandon. Don't send that shit out to nobody. Send the damn law out to her. We don't want to see that shit or hear. Pissing me the fuck off.
She thought you were ignorant.
Yeah.
Well.
Sending that shit
Made
to
me
me.
think Brandon was trying to get people to fall off the damn
She
ballot.
was. She Alicia Smith. And how about Willie? Willie ain't no joke. Willie said, hell, I call him. He talked real slow. I called him up to see what, I called up and see what was going on. And she told me, don't worry about that. She just sitting it out. Because he was smart enough to know that it's not a law. Not a law. And then somebody called me up. I ain't going to call her name because I have to slap him. But anyway, saying that people, based on that opinion, dropped out of race. There's no way anybody gonna make me believe that shit unless I read it with my own eyes. Do you know if anybody done drop off the race? I Googled that shit, person that told me that, and not one person dropped off based on an opinion. And guess what? They could change the law. They cannot change a law and make it adverse. They call it an ex post facto violation. You cannot change a law to adversely affect a person. Too many individuals, too many folks would have been adversely affected by that had it been a law. It would have, and they can't. And you notice when they started this law, it was effective January 2021, which is this year. 2020, last year. See how they did it a year before, but effective 2020. They did it in 19. See, that's how they do shit, Brandon, with your ignorant ass. And you too, Lynn Finch. You can't just change a law and immediately go into effect. You got to let it be sometime in the future. So all of you people, man, you know, wow. You know, too bad I got too much on my plate to be dealing with. I'm waiting on the ma'am to call in, but he ain't called in. But we're going to take your comments and see what you're saying out there. And, but I just wanted to point that out. Man, and you know why she did that? She ain't did that because she's so conscientious. She was told to do that. By person told her to do that. Person, you might well pack your shit. You too, Brandon. I don't give a damn how good of an accountant you is. Your ass need to go. Everybody that's working on the person plan administration need to go. Now,
Chris Reed should have been gone. He should have never been the chief of police.
Damn sure shouldn't have.
William Brunel should be gone.
Should be gone. That Kent guy
should be gone.
That Kent guy
Colin Kent should be gone.
He should be in jail.
Bud May should be gone.
Keep on that.
Virus Mill, hell, I don't
Keep on. That female.
Deetra Roberts.
What's that female name?
Kate Legoux. She ain't got no been on the goddamn force.
She need to go to New Orleans on Beale Street. Hey, but anyway, I know what some of you, I know you hear Too Bell talking to me. He said, bro, you doing all that damn cussing and stuff.
You know, Kate Legoux recorded Lieutenant Rita Jackson using the city of Meridian body cam, which is against the city policy.
And what else it is? It's policy. If you don't have your body cam on within 2 minutes, isn't that automatic termination?
You're supposed to have it on when you go when you know you're going to a burglary charge, or either a traffic stop. You supposed to hit your damn body cam. You have to have it cut on the whole time.
Yeah.
What the body cam at, Percy? There's no body cam. There ain't no body cam footage, Gray.
Yeah, they lying.
It ain't none. That's why I keep on pressing them to release the body cam.
Yeah, that's right.
You know why? Because they can't.
Yeah.
They can't. They ain't got no body cam footage.
If they don't have any, that for real, they don't have
They
any.
ain't got no body cam footage. I will tell you what came on the radio last Tuesday. Subject male on foot running. Pow, pow, pow. They ain't got no body cam footage. And then somebody said that one of the officers shut out the camera.
Now, I talked to
Did
some
you hear
people
that?
when I went there. Yeah, I heard that too. And also, the mother was feeling pretty distraught because what you said is true. They said, we don't give a fuck who you is.
Yeah.
Said, that's my son in that ditch. I want to see my son. And they told her they was just insensitive. Said, we don't give a fuck who you is. Don't come across that line. And that's what's going on. And then the little thing where Marie Franklin was talking to Brunel and said the lady complained, what was her name? She complained, the Jennings lady complained about them giving Colin King. And I'm finna curse again. Hell, I done started. I'm out there. He said, tough pussy. That's what he said.
Oh,
tough pussy. And walked away from her.
And you know, Marie was confronting William Brunel
I
last
saw
week.
him when he did.
He was looking as if, like, she won't tell him the truth. She said, let's talk about your DUI. He like did a face-to-face, like, what? And she said, domestic violence. He was like, what?
Yo.
Motherfucker, you was on, your mugshot was on WTOK. Yeah. Robert Jones found your ass guilty and sent your stupid drunk ass to English management.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then admitted that he had sponsored record. Robert Jones admitted on audio, he know he was being recorded, that he had sponsored dude record.
Oh, yeah.
After Joseph Denson went down there inquiring about his record, he turned around and sponsored shit off of Brunel.
So we're going to take your comments. So folks that mind didn't call in. If he call in, we'll get it. But not one thing I want to invite all of you is
you know the number?
Yeah, I know his number.
No, he know the number to call in.
I know it. Do you want to call him, Dice?
No, I'm saying do Amon know the number?
Yeah, he know the number to call in.
Yeah, I flashed it, but we can call him too.
Yeah, let's call him. Let's call. Dice, I'm finna give you the number here to call. The number is let me see. I'm finna give it to you. I wanna do this right. I got a number here.
Just write it down. We don't want to give his number.
Yeah,
talk to the folks, Lo.
Cause everybody,
too bad she just be talking. And when I stop, she knows she's supposed to start.
Now, yeah, like I said, Percy Blaine gonna put me out there when I was fired, but he ain't put them 3 officers out there that killed that black man last week. What's up with that, Percy? Why you constantly going live, lying, and then, oh my God, a week ago today, this fool stood down in front of the city hall saying for the next 2 months, people gonna talk about Percy Blaine, gonna talk about your mama. Your mamma stay in everybody's business, Percy. Your mama stay talking about people, so do you. He said, folk gonna talk about your pastor. Ain't nobody said nothing about your pastor. Person was going to a smaller church. All of a sudden, he joined Freedom Rocks because he know the Barber Head, you got a big membership over there. That nigga was looking at votes. That's what he was looking at. He wasn't going there to listen to the Lord LeBaron. That nigga was coming at a politics.
And we gotta stop that. We gotta stop being political.
Like him when they joined the Gospel Storehouse. She see they got a Lord membership too.
Yeah.
Politics. They do it in advance. Let me tell you this. Don't you remember when this dude Howard Sherman ran for Senate here not long ago? What, perhaps 2 years ago?
Right.
And Percy Blaine was down on the City Hall lawn now.
Promoting.
He don't need your money because he got his own money. All this kind of shit. So I text Percy, what's up with you promoting Howard Sherman? This dude don't endorse Republican. What's up with the dude running on the Democratic ticket? He's not a Democrat, Percy. I said, how much money you getting out the deal, Percy? I'll be goddamn. I don't request Percy money, the contribution when he got toward the campaign this year. Mm-hmm. Howard Sherman on the goddamn list giving him the $2,000.
And how much did Mama gave him?
$5,000. $5,000.
Hey,
I sent it out to the email.
Did Rebecca Delaney give me the money?
Not so far. I heard she back in Jimmy Smith.
Yeah. What about Tom Delaney?
I think this one.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we got the call.
Okay. Go ahead, caller. You on the air with Reaching Out with Eddie.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sheikh Imam bin Akbar.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mr. Ed Holt. We've heard so much about your broadcast and your network, and we're happy to be visiting your city from Washington, D.C., and we hear that you have begun to go in the right direction to bring some resolve to some of the local issues.
We appreciate you. And we
Yes, sir.
appreciate the new Black Panther Party. Could you tell the people? I kind of touched upon a little bit some of the things that you're going to be doing, and that you'll be here tomorrow about lunchtime.
Yes, sir. At high noon in Meridian, we will be there live on the scene. We bring such a broad perspective to the table to bring justice for black people at this hour. My name is Sheikh Imam Akbar Abdullah Kareem. I am the national spokesman for the new Black Panther Party for self-defense. And we are a people who believe in getting justice by any means necessary in the spirit of Malcolm, but not to neglect the spirit of the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said that we must have freedom and have freedom to ring from every mountainside. But oh, my, he said it has to bring the justice that rains down like waters so that the righteous will get up, walk, so we can run like a mighty stream against the opposition. Because our great mentor, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, said that it's not justice until you can use it against your open enemy. And I would be remiss, oh my, if I did not mention a bold, bald-headed black man, the most honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, who speaks to us and tells us that we have to use black revolution as the only solution to help our black people at this hour. Black power.
Ashe.
Black power.
Ashe. Black power.
Well,
and that is with a strong black military to black the call for black power.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, and I'll see you tomorrow at 12, and we'll go for there. And we're looking forward to having a podcast with you speaking about some of those things tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We look forward to you, and we appreciate you so much, Mr. Ed Holt, for inviting us to come on tonight. Assalamu alaikum and black power.
Wa alaikum salam.
Same. Thank you. And folks, we're going to start reading your comments now. I got to say this just for clarification, that the new Black Panther Party for self-defense is different from the new Black Panther Party. They're totally different, but they're one and the same. So I want to say that. But I guess we'll see where the boots meet the road tomorrow. But anyway, people, I want to thank you for listening. We're going to take your comments now. And if you also can call in if you want to.
Okay, all right.
Bro Sam, you like that thing?
Yes, sir. when you mentioned Dr. Khaled, you know what time it was.
Yeah. Right. You too, you familiar with it too, and your brother Dice?
Oh, yeah.
You know Khaled.
All right, we got Tristan B. Hampton says, good evening, beautiful people.
What up, Tristan?
Hey, Tristan, I want to say this before you start reading those comments, so you can kind of like, you need a pencil and paper so you can kind of like mark maybe it's ones, or did they help you with your comments?
No.
Okay, I want to say this, people, is that Lowe made me think of this. Howard Sherman, a Republican, ran as a Democrat. I am so damn tired of Republicans using the fucking Democratic Party, and we're going to put a stop to that shit. That shit need to end. The Democratic Party need to have teeth. And if people such as, I don't care. If you're a part of it, let me let the Democratic Party Executive Committee know right damn now. If y'all ass don't uphold the principles of the Democratic Party and the articles of the Democratic Party, I'm going to be bringing charges against y'all ass too. Because I'm so damn tired. That's the reason why we're in Dire Straits. Damn all this political correct. People like Johnny Depp with her old ass going around here fucking this city up because you promoting the wrong thing for our children. And you don't care anything. And I'm going to just talk about whoever it is. I don't care how old or how young your ass is. If you interfering with upward mobility of black folks, and I'm talking about black folks because we're the one that's getting killed. We're the one that's getting beat around here. It ain't no all lives matter. It's black lives matter right now when you killing black folk.
Right.
Now, if I don't get elected because of how I feel, then damn it, fuck getting elected. So I don't want to hear this shit from none of y'all. It kind of pissed me off. You know, the Democratic Party is a party everybody come to and use it. Then how you can tell how you ain't going to see the Republican Party hire or appoint not one Democrat. Nah. They ain't going to do it. Damn, if you don't know what to do, and that's okay. They going to let they spies infiltrate our party all the time, but ain't none of our folks ever infiltrated their party.
See, that the Republican Party didn't even put up a Republican candidate. See, the man that running as a Republican, he actually a Democrat. He just ran in 2019 for governor as a Democrat. Mr. Robert Ray is a longtime Democrat.
And guess what his problem is purpose is? We're going to call it the Walter Patton syndrome. His ass purpose is to take votes from Western Linderman. That's his whole purpose. Running as a Republican to take votes from Western Linderman, your ass going to get 50 votes too. And they're going to be 50-person vote. But, man, it's time for the Democratic Party to step up. Now, read that Constitution if you don't know what to do. Read the articles if you don't understand what the words say. You ask me, and I don't mind telling you. If you don't want to ask me because you think I'm biased, ask someone else. Google this shit. Look it up. But it's time for the Republican Party to stop using the Democratic Party because we're not going to let you do it anymore.
What they do is they give them money.
Yeah.
They campaign with money. You ain't going to see them out there putting their signs out or promoting on social media. They're going to go behind the scene and give them money. Just like Howard Sherman giving Percy Bland $2,000.
Yeah. But it's time for this stuff to end. And y'all need to join the Democratic Party. We need some young folks in the Democratic Party.
Just like Kermit Kendrick, law firm he worked for in Alabama, giving Percy Bland money too. Again this time.
But it's not going to happen, Kermit. Money y'all wasting this time. Yeah, pay to play. All this corrupt stuff.
And then what about the downtown building? Said, look, just 4 days ago, Percy said it's going to cost $300,000 to tear it down. $300,000 now. I ain't took no bid on it. Today, all of a sudden today, anywhere from $175,000 to $300,000.
Wow.
Fun about it. The taxpayer footing the bill now.
Yeah.
And then they going to say, they're going to charge the taxpayer this money to tear it down, and they're going to send the bill to the owner. How the hell you going to send the bill to the owner? You don't even know who the fucking owner is.
Hold up. Now, I just got a pitch for Two Belt now. Two Belt to turn that. How much they going to pay to tear it down?
$300,000.
Well, I tell you what, the whole family, not Two Belt, the whole family will tear it down for half that amount. I'm telling you the truth. Man, we'll get some bulldog here. You know, black on, black pride, we're going to go in there, $150,000. Guess what? We ain't got no insurance. But we insure ourselves. Some of us got Medicaid, some of us got veterans insurance, some of us got their health care insurance. But the point of it is that it can be done for a whole lot cheaper.
Because the man got the bill. The man, you know, Mr. Copeland, the man that owned the ruins downtown.
Right.
He also owned that building next to that building that was burned.
Wasn't it?
And they said he had been complaining about that building because he couldn't get insurance on his own building because of that building.
Yeah.
Strangely, December 3rd, January 26th, Percy Bland talking about this building on WTOK.
Then it burned down.
All of a sudden, it go up in flame. Who done it, Percy? Who done it?
He know.
Who done it?
He know.
And then they fired back up Sunday. How the hell they fired back up Sunday? It was raining Saturday. Yeah. You mean to tell me all that damn water they put up, the fire department put on that damn building?
Hey, they make sure it's gone, bro, son. Go back. Let's read us some more comments.
All right, and what's up to Tristan B. Hampton? I ain't speak back.
Yeah, hey, Tristan.
Audrey O'Neill says, good evening, everyone. Did Percy Bland set that building on fire? Why they trying to blame it on the homeless?
I believe he did.
He threw the rock. He threw the rock. The homeless probably did it, but I guarantee you that he was behind it.
Well, hell, he was down there going live the day it burned bright early in the morning, going live.
Yeah. Well, Percy, you ain't going to be here to enjoy that because somebody else going to be sitting in your desk. A young white guy by the name of Weston Linderman. And I got to say this too, Lo. Man, I got a long text from Inspire Walker, and I'm proud of the sister, her accomplishment, and I'm proud of Tavio, the family. But her mom ain't got no business running for office because she ain't never been involved with nothing like that. And now, if she was a whole lot younger, such as her daughter, if her daughter ran, then that would be good because she has the education and the wherewithal to learn it. But folks, we got to stop putting people in. We don't have time to damn train anybody. Even Dwayne Davis with his dumb ass showed up to the meeting late today and sit up there like he ain't got a clue. And he don't have a clue. Right. And we don't have time for that. Right now, we don't need no political correctness. So that's the reason why I'm telling you, I'm shooting from the hip now. If I hurt your feelings, damn it, I apologize to you. But I mean what I say.
Speaking of Dwayne Davis, said Dwayne Davis showed up late. Chris Reed didn't show up at all.
Yeah, Chris Reed didn't show up at all.
Here's what I don't get.
But he needs to be fired. If he ain't fired, Percy, you should fire him.
Here's what I don't get, Grace.
He's incompetent.
A few months ago, Kim Bonner Houston spazzed the fuck off because Joe Norwood haven't been attending the city council meeting. That when Percy Bland made him the interim Park and Rec director. But Kim Bonner Houston have yet to say anything about Chris Reed not showing up at the council meeting.
You know what?
What's the difference? Because Joe Norwood black and Chris Reed white, Kim? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's what she said during the council meeting. She's passed the fuck out.
Sure
She
did.
said, why is he not here? Not one time has she asked, where's Chris Reed? And he don't miss countless of meetings.
She want to be mayor, Kim, but I'm telling you, it's not finna happen.
See,
You're getting ready to go
Chris
home.
Reed's scared to show up because he know the heat is on his goddamn ass.
Oh, yeah, they done messed up. But Chris Reed, you had to do nothing but fight them damn officers. That's all you had to do.
That's what I was told. And fire your damn self while you at it. shit, don't leave him out. I was told the 3 people I gave to Virus Smith, he deactivated his profile, Bud May, and Colin Kent. Those were the 3 officers that was on the scene, that was the shooters.
Well, folks, I gotta say this is that I think Randall Jennings would do a good job, but the mayor, the fit for mayor is not for him. Jimmy Smith, I just gotta tell you, is that, and I'm looking you in the face, because whether or not you watch this podcast, somebody on your team gonna be watching it. You would not be doing this city a service running for mayor, because you're going to keep things like they are. You're going to take your time and learn the job, and you don't know the job, so you're going to bring other people's in and leave people in place that need to go. And we need somebody that already know the job and understand what to do and doesn't have to be retrained. If anybody has not been doing that job for, and I know I went to Jimmy, but I was just so wanting to get rid of person. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody, I don't give a damn who it is. Hell, I'd have went and drug my dad up and said, Daddy, run for it. I know you ain't nothing but a skeleton now, a mush. We'll run against this nigga. We need to get rid of him because he's killing this city. But right now, people, everybody want to run, and his heart is in the right place. Jimmy Smith's heart is in the right place.
But when you went to him, he wasn't thinking about running, right?
No, he wasn't.
So what changed the mind?
I went to him twice. The second time I went to him, he said a lot of people that came to him and asked him to run.
Mm-hmm.
And
I heard Delaney was bagging him, and the Bears camp was bagging him.
Yeah.
Money.
So I gotta say this is that we cannot no longer let one party control us and what we do, how we think, and who represent us. Right now, Percy Bland has shown himself to be incompetent, inept, and corrupt, and does not care about black folks at all, and does not care about the city. Time for his ass to go. It's time for the entire governing authority to go, with the exception of Western Linderman. The reason why I said the entire governing authority, George Thomas' ass need to go home. I don't know who this other guy is. Damn it, let's give him a chance.
No,
George.
it's a female. That Cardera Easton, but I think he was assistant football coach from Meridian High School, and he also coached at Lamar. You know Cardera Easton?
Cardera, yeah.
He was friend with Coach Hamp that got killed.
Well, I don't know him, but
that's his wife.
Yeah. Well, I wish her luck. I just do. I'm just telling you the truth, because Western Linderman is a young white male, and I'm supporting him 100%. What we need is change. George Thomas have been there so long. He's a derelict, and he need to go home. And so, folks, it's not up to what's her name again?
Rankin Easton.
It's not up to Mrs. Easton to send him home.
You know Lisa Drake.
Yeah.
Lisa Drake, daughter-in-law.
Okay, well, it's up to her. It's up to us folks to send him home. It's up to us to send Percy home. It's up to us to send Kim ass home. It's up to us to send Dwayne Davis home. Do you realize what you're doing? Now, don't look at me. I don't care if you don't like me.
And send Fanny ass home, too.
Send Fanny ass home. I don't care if you don't like Lowe. I don't care if you don't like nobody in my damn family. I don't care if you don't like Bro Sam or Bro Dice. What you gotta care about is this community. These niggas have fucked this city up. That's what you gotta care about. Look at your city. Your city has not moved forward. You cannot take someone like Mrs. Walker and put her in, or Miss Walker and put her in there that doesn't know what to do and has not done anything, and she's supporting Kim Bonner Houston. We can't let this guy run as a Republican mayor as a way of taking votes from Western Linderman, folks. We got to recognize all the wiles of the devil. God tell you and tell us that. Be forever vigilant of the wiles of the devil. I know what you heard Two Bell just call. Two Bell said, bro, you ain't calling white folks devils. Hell no. This devil I'm talking about is long, tall, skinny, and lanky, and bald-headed. No, the devil is just somebody that's always scheming to maintain something that's adverse to humanity, something that's adverse to a community. And so we got to get them devils up out of there, folks. You ain't got to like me. But you gotta love and care about this city. I'm tired of being political correct. I'm tired of Johnny Depp bringing her old ass out of the house and walking around with person telling people to vote for his ass and he ain't done shit in this city. So she don't mean this city no good. So she need to take her old ass to Madison County with damn person and person mama.
In person wrong for using that old lady. They got a pacemaker and COVID is real. Lady about 80 years of age. Ain't she about 80 or damn near 80? You gotta be wrong for that shit. She driving around person blame signs sticking out her window.
I ain't gonna wish nothing bad on nobody or anything like that, but she need to take her ass on. Everybody else who's supposed. You too, goddamn Toya Brown and your whole damn family. Y'all ain't never done shit in this city. But you hurting this city now when you promote that nigga. Go ahead, Dice.
I have faith.
I know what I got a friend that's up north. He gonna say, well, you just done fucked up. You ain't getting it. Don't you say it. I already done. No, I bet he sent me a text and you just might well hang it up. Ain't no white folks gonna vote for your ass, and half of them niggas in Meridian ain't gonna vote for you either. I don't give a shit. Hell. I'm selling medical marijuana, damn it. Y'all heard me say it. If y'all elect me, I'm gonna do a good job. If you don't, I don't care.
Yeah, they should elect you. They want changes.
I mean, if that's on them, you know,
They
you
won't
can't.
change
Yeah,
it.
you can't. You can bring them to the table. It's up to them to eat.
Okay. We got Fred Welch says, good evening, fam.
What up, Fred? How you doing?
Fred.
What's up there, Fred? Demetri McConnell says, good evening, Unc. Enjoying your show. Love
What's
you.
up, nephew? Love you too.
Ellen Franklin says, good evening, peeps.
Hey, Marie, I hope I didn't scorch your ears. Brother just gonna pray for me.
All right. What's up, Miss Franklin? Cordarius Hope. Maybe I'm saying that wrong.
Cordero Hope. Yeah, my nephew.
Says, preach.
What's up, nephew?
And he also says, we need a better person with a more business-minded and that's more business-minded and care about the community options and opinions and feelings to run for mayor.
That's right.
Okay. Annie Gordon says, why they being paid pending the investigation? Did they pay Rita Jack when she was fighting for her job?
No, they did not, and they should not be paid. That's person. That person just have a different set of rules. He don't have any rules for us other than put our ass in jail. And here's one thing that I pledge to do, folks, if y'all elect me. I pledge to look at that city court system and the Meridian Police Department and reorganize it so that they won't create a tax base on the peoples in this city. And that's one of the things that I pledge to do. Reduce taxes and also reduce the cost for water. Those are things that need to be done in this city. And how would you do that? You'll bring in a tax base, and before you can bring in a tax base, you got to fix the school system. And I definitely advocate for a strong educational system.
We need it.
Okay. Felicia Brown says, hello, you guys. Eddie, Low, Dice, and Brother Sam.
What up, Miss Brown?
That's Levi Gibbs' sister,
Yep.
and you know she been helping her brother, and then she's disabled herself. Man, this is sad what they doing to that brother, and he's gonna be okay, but it's time, and it's just like you, and it's just like me, Lo. We'll be okay, but then time. And one of the things that's perplexing them about me in your case is that we're not talking about it. They don't. The devil don't know what the hell we thinking of what we doing. But if you know Lo and you know me, we am sure ain't sitting still and letting you fuck us up.
You got that shit right.
All right. Hello, Miss Brown. Cordarius Holt also says Meridian police need the feds to investigate them.
I think they'll probably do that now that we've had a change of administration, but might have federal peoples already looking at it. It's just the feds, they're meticulous, and they kind of like take their time and do everything little bit. So when they charge you, when they come in, don't they have you, bro, Sam?
Yeah, they stuck.
Yeah, you stuck. They call it a kidnapping. You ain't going to be free till that ransom is paid. And the judge set the ransom. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
85%. Go ahead, Bro Dice.
Okay. Tracy Holt says, hey, everyone, enjoyed the protest on Saturday.
What up, Miss Pope?
Yeah, my baby was
She
there.
was there?
Yes, she was there. And her daughter. There was a lot of people that didn't get it. Was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold, and you were there, folks. You soldiers. Y'all are the frontline soldiers. Y'all were there.
Okay. Let's see here. Annie Gordon says, do you know if the homeowner has reached out to Mr. Barber's mom?
No.
The homeowner live in Collinville.
He don't know nothing shit about what they talking about.
Okay. Joanne Holt says, hey, everyone, enjoyed the protest on Saturday.
Yeah, my sister was there too. Thank you. I can say the family was there, but, you know, the churches are dying right here. But, don't be many people should be going. But the protests dying the same way. Many people should be going. This stuff affect you and how you live, your children. If you don't care and don't feel like getting up. I mean, you had young children there. Am I right, Lo?
Right.
Yeah, I'm talking about small young till Brother Sam was there. Right. Shit, man, we want to pass the torch, but we can't pass the torch if you don't step up to the plate. I really appreciate Willie Ruffin Jr. and his fiancee, Alicia Smith. Young lady running.
You know what, though? If Gary Barber was popular, that parking lot would have been flooded.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
Isn't that crazy?
And it can't be based on popularity. It's got to be. We can't vote for people based on popularity.
That's the way it always.
That's how it is. But we're gonna change that. It needs to change.
If he was popular, that parking lot would have been. They wouldn't cared about the rain. They wouldn't cared about the cold. If he was popular, they would have been there.
It was cold too.
But I must say, his Tuma family was there.
Sure was.
They was there.
Sure was now. Miss Hall wasn't there though, was she? Yolanda.
I didn't see Yolanda Hall.
Yeah. Yolanda. Now you know I'll fight for you, and I've been knowing you a long time, and I have fought you and helped you with things. When something like this happens, you can't listen at what they're saying. You gotta stand up for it, and you gotta come and talk about it and let us know how you feel. We can't speak for you on your pain, but we can help make it right by standing up for justice. Dice.
Okay. Felicia Brown says they're good at impersonating that they are the FBI. When they beat my brother, that's when they told my brother what my badge say, and my brother said RBI. Yeah,
she's right. Federal Marshal and the FBI, they bad about saying that, and they're not. Being on a task force does not make you an agent of the force. We need to make we just really, folks, it's just so many things that need to be done in this city. It's not going to get done if you don't elect the right people. It's some new people that are running for office, and I support those new people running for office. I really do. We cannot allow for any of those people to stay in office.
Okay. Annie Gordon said Brunel behavior was no different than Charles Coleman going after a citizen because they choose to voice their opinion. Brunel should be asked to resign.
Asked to resign my ass, he should be fired.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be fired though. The person's not gonna fire him. He's not gonna fire Brunel. He walked up in that later phase and pointed his finger in her face. Right. I go down there Thursday calling him out. I want him to come outside and try me the same way he tried Marie Franklin. He came outside at the end of the building and saw me, heard my voice, and turned right back around.
And ran.
I was like, wow. Walked all up in that lady's face, tough guy. Yeah. And then Patrick Gale comes outside. I said, where Chris Reed? So I said, where Chris Reed? He in the meeting. He ain't no damn meeting. What kind of meeting? A Klansman meeting? Right. Sitting around a bonfire, thinking about the next black person motherfucker officer gonna shoot and kill.
I want to reiterate to you guys out there, because you hear me, it's not that I'm bipolar or that I have a split personality. It's just that I'm a hybrid because growing up poor and education and all that, but I'm able to do the job, and I'm able to do it professionally and intelligently. I just want you guys to know that, and those of you out there know me know that. And I come from day one knowing it. Because, you know, I'm the chairman at my church, so I'm familiar with all your rules of order. Right. But for knowing how to research and know the law, boy, it's not many lawyers could do that better than me.
All right. V's Catering LLC says, hey, family.
Hey, V, now, you need to come up here Tuesday. You ain't got to make all the money. Come up here Tuesday. And, matter of fact, maybe sell some plates, huh?
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah, that'll be good if you came up and sold some plates and we get to taste your food. If it's really good, we go a long way for good food,
It
don't
look
we?
like she can cook. It look like she can cook.
I believe she can. I ain't gonna say she can cook. I ain't finna hear what you got to say. Can she cook better than you, Long?
I don't know. I'm saying, look like she can cook. The look of the food I be seeing, it look mighty tasty to me.
I know that Tony can cook, boy. She sure can cook. But anyway, Dice Man, read some more comments.
Okay, we got Angela Amerson says, hello there.
What I get?
Okay.
Her and Jake was there. You know, I ain't seen my brother in a long time. You know, I don't see it for you. I saw him. Jake, man, it's good seeing you, man. Good. And like the Williams brothers, still here.
Yeah.
What's up, Gay? Araya Holt says, hey, daddy.
Hey, baby. Love you.
Angela Amerson says, where are they going to be at tomorrow?
Tomorrow, just watch the podcast. We're going to say at 12 o'clock, watch the podcast. We're going to be here. We're going to be on live, and then we'll tell you where we're going to go from here.
Okay. Small Town Mississippi says, money talks, and you are right about Smith. He will leave everything as is. He hasn't been involved with the city politics in a while. If the Dulaneys are backing him, it's what he can do for them.
That's true.
That's right. Thank you for that comment, and I concur. I just got to say that because I don't want to come across as being political correct, and I don't want to misconstrue or mislead the people. Now, one of the things that was suggested is that we all go into the Democratic primary and vote for, say, Jimmy Smith or Kim Barney Houston. I don't agree with that strategy too, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not voting for anyone. I am supporting Western Linderman, and anybody ask me when I'm out canvassing and campaigning, I'm going to let them know that I'm supporting Western Linderman for mayor, and after the primary, whether I'm elected or not, and I believe I'm going to be elected, but if I'm not, I'm going to do everything I can to help Western Linderman be the next mayor of Meridian. I'm going to do it, and I know Lo going to do it, I know Bro Sam going to do it, and I know Bro Dice going to do it. We here are going to do it, and we hope you all do the same thing. I don't give a damn how y'all fight, as long as y'all get rid of Percy ass on the 6th.
April the 6th, that is.
Go ahead, Lo, April the 6th. I wish it was February the 6th. He already be gone. Shit.
All right. Ellen Franklin says, yes, you have burnt my ears. Tristan B. Hampton says, whatever happened to the case involving that officer who hit a citizen flying over that bridge?
They sweep everything up under the rug. That's what they do. They sweep everything. I got to say this, is that we had a meeting Sunday, and it was very good, and I want to thank, I met Adrian Davis for the first time. Adrian Davis is running in, what's that, 3?
He running in 3, yeah.
Yeah, he's running in 3, and he's a salesperson at Hyundai. And I got to tell you that I met him, and I was very impressed with his knowledge of and his desire to be different. Folks, everybody thought he was related to Dwayne Davis. He's not any more related to Dwayne Davis than I am, and I'm related to the Davis family out of Alabama. Mm-hmm. But not all Davis family. It's a common name, but he's not related to Dwayne Davis. He's related to Roscoe Jones. That's his nephew. Wow. Then my daughter playing, y'all. Man, I thought a cat was. I thought it was a cat. Okay, baby, you ought to quit that, baby. Don't do that. Come on up here. Come on. But anyway, he's related to Roscoe Jones. No relation to Dwayne Davis. Same last name, but no relation. He says mom ain't never told him that. But so I endorse him for Ward 2. And Alicia
Ward 3.
Ward 3. Can't beat me.
You said you're trying to beat yourself.
I speak so fast. That's all. I got to slow down. Two-Bell be telling you, bro, you need to slow down. Miss Two-Bell, he showed telling you the truth. You need to slow down. So I need to slow down a little bit and just think. But I endorse him for Ward 3, Alicia Smith for Ward 4. And who's that running in 5?
Kristen Cockrell.
I got to add now. You know you Dice's uncle. And I like him and you get along. But I support Kristen Cockrell. And the reason why, the sister's intelligent. She's smart. Mm-hmm. She'll do good for this city. And Alicia is younger. She not much younger. Kristen is pretty young too, isn't she? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And all of them going to come here and speak. And so you'll get to meet them. And what I like about her is she's so young and she's fresh and she's burning for change and she want to make a difference and she's willing to learn. So I endorse these people. We have a very good meeting, and they have platform too, and we meet to share ideas. And what we're with the Western Linderman train, and the Western Linderman train is that we're not going to vote in the primary. We're not going to tell anybody to hey vote for somebody, but vote for your candidate. And if your candidate don't make it, then we gonna want you all to. So we want Western Linderman for mayor of this city. That's what we want. We want him. I don't want anybody else. The reason why I don't want anybody else because I don't know anybody else. And the ones that I know, I don't trust them to do the right thing for the city.
You know what? That Western Linderman can't be controlled.
That's right.
He can't be controlled.
Yeah.
He his own man.
Yeah.
You know, I offered to help put some signs out for him. He told me he got them.
That's good. And he's working very hard, folks, but he will come here and talk to you.
He's making contact with people.
Yeah, he's making contacts.
Right.
You know, like Percy Bland, help Percy Bland out. Oh, Percy Bland was making contact.
Yeah.
Western Linderman making contact with the citizen.
Yeah.
Okay. Cassandra Boyd says, I wish I could be there to protest. I got 3 grandsons.
Well,
What name
Send
is?
somebody.
Cassandra Boyd.
bring them children on. We'll buy them a snowball. V Catering gonna have snowball. A two belt. You know two belt make a snowball.
Right.
He gonna go get that cube ice now. But he got that old time grinder, two belt. No, I'm just kidding. He ain't gonna sell anything. But y'all get to meet two belt because two belt gonna be at that protest. But come on anyway and bring your children. That's all of you. Bring your children. It's not a violent protest. It's going to be family oriented because when I see children, you know, two best just said, your daughter in the other room, bro, she just got here. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
She just got here. She done heard me curse before.
Yeah, this protest ain't going to be like they did in D.C. at the Capitol. We don't do that.
We don't do that at
We
all.
don't do that.
Yeah. We know how to conduct ourselves, and we don't think we're above the law.
Okay, Angela Amerson says, I correct Randall Jennings last night for people to stop saying that young man broke in Randy Jennings to, wait a minute, let me say that wrong. I correct Randy Jennings last night for people to stop saying that young man broke in that apartment when he went to jail. He was living there, and when he got out, he went to get his clothes.
That is so true. That is true. He did not. He lived there. He did
Gary
not.
Barber stayed there with his girlfriend.
Do not believe what you hear WTOK say. They ain't gonna tell the damn truth.
Right.
They trying to stay relevant.
Especially Percy Bland lying ass.
Okay. Felicia Brown says, I meant FBI. Okay, got you on that.
Yeah.
Jay Denson Law says, hello all.
Oh,
Attorney Denson.
and Attorney Denson was there. That's one thing I say about just about every protest we've had. He's been there, and he spoke to the people. And we want to thank Jay Denson Law. And it's the fact that he does stand up. And we talking about a God-fearing man.
Right.
We talking about a God-fearing lawyer. We talking about a leader, strong black man, leader in this community.
Right.
I mean, not corrupt at all, man. I don't have no fault with Jay Denson Law or his family.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Small Town Mississippi says, Lolo keeping y'all all straight.
That's my mama figure right there. Because I promise you, boy, she'll give me that look I ain't got since I was 12.
All right. Jonathan Keys says, if elected, are you elected, will you try to bring Mr. Magruder back to the Parks and Rec position? We need him back. He did the best job out of all the ones Meridian ever had.
That's true.
I agree, and that's one of the things. And while I
That would
think
be up to
Randall
the mayor.
Jennings would do a good job, while I think that Randall Jennings would do a good job, I think Mr. Magruder need to come back and get his job. I think so. I think Rita Jackson need to be chief of police. And so you have people that are gone. I think Chris Scott should come back. I think Ant Ball. I think when I think the police department need to be reorganized, but not only the police department, but all city departments need to be reorganized and need to be looked at. You need to look at salary, look at people that are there because of nepotism or because of other things. We need to put the most stellar talent and the most qualified talent in those positions. bar none.
Yeah.
And I think the Western Lindemann would do that. I think that if a Democrat, he's independent. So what do you mean by that? By him being an independent, usually independent side with the Democrats and voting and everything. But by him being independent, then he wouldn't be obligated not to appoint a Republican in a position.
Right.
And so, but as a Democrat, then a Democrat is just not what you do. Right. You don't put a Republican and you're always adversarial. It's no adversarial relationship if you're running as a Democrat and everybody in your department heads are Republican. And that's one of the things that I challenge Percy Black. Oh, Percy, you got some problems. I promise you do.
A huge problem.
Yeah, you got some problems. You got some problems. It's funny, boy. Boy, we finna find out what Molly hid to pee. The rooster's coming home to roost. However you want to say it. Karma is a bitch. What you did to me is coming back to bite you in the behind, and I'm going to use this same law. You don't use the law against me, so and Bruh Sam, I took it. I stood there and take it. Didn't I accept it? I could have appealed, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I accepted that. Attorney dancing. And the last time, every single time I ran for office, they've done something. Even that little clever shit Brandy said, you know, talking about attorney, you really that desperate? Brandy, you might as well start. Girl, you better put your resume in. You better put you one in. You're going to be looking for a job. You got to go. We're not keeping any person lawyer. Now, I'm just telling you, we're not keeping any person lawyer, family. We're just not keeping them there. All you election commission, all you different boards, y'all might as well just pack y'all shit and go because y'all have not done this city a service. The Civil Service Commission, I don't care if you don't, your term is not up until 3051. We want your ass gone in 2021. This year we want you gone. We can put some more people there. We don't want you guys there. You guys have not done it. There's checks and balances. The different boards supposed to check. The governing authority is supposed to check the mayor. The different boards are supposed to make sure that the city employees are treated fairly. There's no discrimination. There's anything. You guys have not done that. It's time for you to go.
You know, one person blind election commissioner is running for city council in Ward 5. That Todd Lindsay person. You know, the one that was late that day that caused Rita Jack hearing to be late?
We going to let her know we don't want her even in this city. We just do not vote. We just time for change. In Ward 5, we already got the person that's Kristen Cochran. We want her. We want her to be the city council person for Ward 5. That's what we want. I'm speaking for the people, Belt, that's who we want. And I can tell you this, and I don't mind you guys knowing to get mad if you want to, but the four of us that met here, well, I ain't gonna speak for nobody else. Belt told me, shut the hell up. And Lo gave me that mama look. Okay, go ahead, Dice.
All right. Cassandra Boyd says, I'm in Texas working.
Oh, I know who they is.
Okay.
That John Wrong sister. She used to be a Wrong.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, we're glad you're watching. Spread the word for her. We really appreciate that.
She's a nurse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making that good money.
Yeah. In Texas, yeah.
She also says, my heart dropped to the ground when they did that young man how they did him. I will never get over that, and I know he won't.
She was
That's
there.
traumatizing.
She was there.
Bad.
She was there.
That's bad. That's really bad. That was absolutely ridiculous. It was illegal. It was against the law, and those black officers stood there like old slaves, chained to the wall.
And then Percy Blaine gonna say on his live video yesterday on Facebook, said things could have been handled much different on both ends.
You're telling a lie, person. What else could that young man do?
He went to the police
station. He went to the police station to be protected. He did not speed. He did not break any laws. He didn't do anything wrong. And your officers charged that young man with felony shoplifting. No, ain't no felony fleeing. And there's no way those officers are supposed to be charged. They supposed to be fired. Brunel's supposed to be fired. Chris Reed's supposed to be fired. We don't want to see that nigga in our neighborhoods no more. Person, we don't even want to see you in this city no more. And you know what? Who I really feel sorry for?
Who that?
I'm going to just tell you the truth. I feel sorry for his children, and I feel sorry for his wife. I really do. I just do. Because they're affected by his misgovernment.
His wife know he ain't shit, though. His wife had to know he ain't shit.
Too bad she said it.
She had to know he ain't shit. So he probably don't treat his kids the way he treat everyday regular citizen like you and I.
Yeah.
He probably don't treat the kids that way. But I know one thing, he was up there last Tuesday when he made his announcement he run for mayor. His daughter and wife, as if they were trying to comfort him with them fake-ass crocodile tears he was sharing.
Yeah.
But his son, like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know, his son looked up like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? Fake ass. Even your son knew you was faking, Percy.
All right. All right, let me get my camera back here, folks. All right. DG Nation says, hello, everyone. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job, Mr. Holt. And what part of Alabama your Davis family from? I'm part of the Davis family in Alabama. What part?
Around Choctaw County, Thomasville, Alabama, in that area. That's where the Davis family is from, in that area down there, all in there, like Marengo County, all in that area right there. Those little counties around in there is where my roots are from.
Okay. Go down a little bit here.
Did you grow up in Marengo County?
No, I grew up here.
I thought you stayed in Marengo County, son, too.
Shoot, no. When I got grown, shoot, this home right here.
Okay. Jonathan Keys said, I went by Rochester House yesterday. He was talking about some rabbits he used to have. I remember he had them as pets, then ate them. You can't buy a dog and eat. What the hell type of stuff is that? LOL.
Yeah, I want to say this is that Rochester Anderson came out there tonight, that young man, Hall. What's his first name?
Kadarius Hall.
Kadarius Hall was beat. He came out there with part of the corrupt strategy. Anytime you want something corrupt or want something done wrong, Rochester Anderson is always at the head of it. So he came out there and talked to. They interviewed. They took that man's car to the back. They searched it. They crashed. They broke the window. They destroyed that car. And then Rochester didn't find anything to charge him with, so they called the ICE unit to come back in there and charge that man with felony fleeing. And then they kept him in there about another 2 or 3 hours. Then they kept that young man there too long for what they charged him with. They were violating his rights. They didn't know what to do. They know they had messed up, and so how they cover up corruption and wrongdoing instead of firing the officers that are doing it, then they bring fictitious and felonious fake charges against citizens around here. Here, a young man ain't never been in trouble before in life, and even Laura ain't never been subjected to anything what they putting her through. Well, I got a thick skin, but Rochester Anderson ain't shit, and I said it. Hell, his ass need to go to jail. And Rochester Anderson, I'm going to tell you, let me become city council. All y'all need to just damn go, because I promise you I ain't going to do nothing illegal. But I promise you I'm going to do things for this city, and the only thing we can do for this city is people like Rochester Anderson need to go to jail or just get somewhere else and go somewhere. But if you go, understand this time when y'all resign and quit, y'all better resign and quit before I get there. But like Lolo said, the long arm of the law going to find your ass if you done something illegal and something wrong, because we going to put you in jail in this next administration. It ain't going, folks. Let me tell y'all something. You got to do something about this. Donald Trump ass gotta be impeached. You got to do something about it. If you don't do anything about it, it ain't gonna be long for this country look like Iraq. If we don't do anything about person this corrupt ass administration, they gonna continue to do it and think they can do it. It's time for us to stop. That's the reason why I called Johnny Dell ass out in the Democratic Party. Y'all created this shit. And the governing authority. Kim ain't no damn Democrat, because Democrats don't do the shit she do.
Fannie not one.
Fannie's not one. Dwayne Davis is not one. Getting in to fit in. Nigga, if you wasn't city council, you wouldn't even know what the Delaney's house looked like.
Okay, last but not least, Tristan B. Hampton says, vote Kristen Cockrell for City Council Ward 5, the only female running in Ward 5. Let women lead.
I like what you just said, and I agree with you, but we can't let women lead. We can let women lead when they're not corrupt. Kim Barney Houston and Fannie Mae Johnson are females, and we don't need them to lead us anywhere because they have not done a good job at that. Am I right or wrong, Lord?
You're right. They ain't done shit.
Yeah, so, Bro Sam, say something to the people before we close out.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all enjoyed the show and everything. You know, if you want a warrior to fight for you, you know, it's just common sense. Mr. Holt is the man. Peace.
Low.
Well, make sure y'all go out April the 6th and vote for Eddie Holt for Ward 2. For Ward 3, vote for, who is it? Andre Davis, Mr. Davis. Adrian Davis. For Ward 4, Alicia Smith. Ward 5, Kristen Cochran. Make sure y'all make it happen. Vote for Eddie Holt for Ward 2 now. Ward 2, y'all want some damn change, just vote for a real go-getter. Right. Instead of somebody just sitting up there collecting a damn paycheck. Lolo said it.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you guys that I thank you guys for listening in and watching everything, and make sure you tune in tomorrow and tell somebody to tune in at 12 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to have the imam here. That's Sheikh bin Akbar be here tomorrow, and he's the
National Black Panther.
yeah, national spokesman for the
Black Panther.
new Black Panther
Yeah.
Party for defense. If I said it right, for self-defense.
Self-defense.
Yeah, for self-defense. So he'll be here tomorrow, and I want to thank all of you, and I want to thank him for calling in.
He come by himself?
Oh no, he don't come. He don't travel by himself. He travel with soldiers.
Okay.
This is the real deal here. Anyway, Two Bell, what you doing out there? Where Miss Two Bell at? All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night, man.